If you're a coach, healer, or entrepreneur who is exhausted from posting every day just to get crickets, if you're done trading hours for dollars and feeling like your brand doesn't actually feel like you, this branding class will change everything. Hi guys, my name is Laura Malmstrom. I'm a business mentor and I'm here to help you to avoid making those mistakes that I made in the first 3 years of my business. So let's talk about branding. Most people get branding completely backwards. They think about pretty logos, fancy funnels, and chasing the algorithm. They build a persona, perform for likes, and then wonder why nothing sticks. The truth? Your brand isn't what you post, it's who you become when you show up fully, authentically, and unapologetically as the premium leader that you already are. Now, authenticity isn't a buzzword here. It's the only thing that cuts through the noise. When you show up as the real you, not the polished version you think that people want, three magical things happen. You attract clients who vibe with your exact energy. Number two is that you stop second guessing every post because it's coming from truth. And number three is that you build a brand that feels like home, but pays like a business. The secret here isn't doing more. It's about aligning with who you are and how you show up. Now, recognize that a lot of what has happened over the last 10, 15 years in marketing and business with the influencer life is fraudulent. A lot of people are incredibly fake online. They are pretending to be something. They're putting wealth on a credit card. They're showing up in a hired Lamborghini and they're taking photo shoots in a pretend set for a private jet, trying to sell you wealth so that they get wealthy off of your naivety. And this is part of the problem with the online coaching world and with online marketing in general. Now, clients and customers are getting much more astute. And so, like when you're out with friends and you're meeting new people, you can pick up when somebody's lying. You can pick up when somebody's being disingenuous. And one of the biggest issues about the online coaching space, marketing, selling things to people is that if you are not embodying the results that you're selling, then you can't sell what you're selling. Okay. If I'm showing up as a business mentor and I have a failed business that's making no money and I can't actually do what I'm telling you to do, then I'm fraudulent. And the problem is that people pick up on this. They pick up on your feeling of insecurity. They pick up on you trying to prove it. You're trying to show them, let me show you, let me show you. I don't need to show you anything. You can go and look at my businesses online. You can go and look at my 18,000 followers on TikTok in one business. You can go and look at my 13,000 followers on my other business. You can follow me for the last 10 years online with an online presence to see how I've grown, see how I've changed, see what's different, see my new businesses that I've set up over the years. You can see that I have articles about me in press. You can see that I was a speaker at the neurodiversity shows. Okay. You can see that I have been somebody that's featured in Cardiff University magazines. You can see all of this. It's there. It's evidence. I have a very large back catalogue to prove to you that that is what I've done. So because it is what I've done, I can actually sit here congruent with my message. Now, what we have in the coaching space or in mentoring space in general is like a multi-level marketing scam that's going on where people teach you how to basically teach other people to teach businesses, and they don't actually have the life that they're selling. It's an MLM scam. It's that they have had a coach come and show them how to do something, and then they show you how to do it, but they haven't actually achieved it themselves. And this is one of the biggest problems, I think, on the online marketing, online marketing and within the coaching sector, is that there are so many scammers. There are so many people that are lying, that are only getting wealthy because they have joined the pyramid scheme. Okay. What I'm selling you is not a pyramid scheme. What I'm selling you is a framework that will teach you how to actually set up a business that works for you. Okay. So the AAA strategy is a framework that I use with all of my private clients. And the AAA stands for alignment, architecture, and amplification. Now, when these three layers lock in, you don't need to hustle. You're leading. Your clients will chase you and income becomes predictable and your brand feels like the real you. So let's have a deep dive into this. The very first one, alignment. This is where you have to claim the identity as a premium leader that you actually are, not who you think you should be. And listen to this, okay? Because when I'm saying this, you're thinking like, okay, so I have to become this thing. Yes, you have to become this thing, but you actually have to become it. You can't just pretend that you are a premium leader. You have to be a premium leader. because otherwise you're incongruent with what you're selling, and otherwise what you're creating is a fraudulent business that will probably make money, but you won't be able to sustain it because you don't actually know how to coach your clients. You don't actually know how to implement what you're doing. So if you are not implementing what you are selling and you don't have the results that you are selling, then you need to go back to the drawing board and actually align with the offer that you are selling, because people will be able to smell a rat faster than you think. And that's not people that I work with. Okay. If you want to come and do fraudulent shit and you want to take some fake photos and buy £1,000 worth of, designer clothes on a credit card and pretend you're the big I am, you're not for me. Okay. Because it's bullshit. It's bullshit. And we've had way too much of this. The whole internet is filled with bullshit scammers that are pretending to be something that they're not, trying to sell you results that they don't have so that they can get rich off of you quickly. If you put this into the capacity of fitness modeling, for instance, or fitness coaching, it's somebody that has lost weight through a GLP-1, has liposuction, has had a BBL, and then tells you how they can build your bum and how you can lose weight. They haven't done it. So they can't sell it to you. Okay. Does this make sense? Drop me a comment so far if this is making sense with you. Don't forget to subscribe. So first of all, we need to really align with what it is that we're selling. And the problem is that most people skip this step. They jump straight to content and they copy what's working for other people and then wonder why it feels empty. Well, it feels empty because you're not aligned, and alignment is the answer. And it's answering these questions. Who am I when nobody is watching? What do I stand for? What unique combinations of gifts, stories, and wisdom do I bring that no one else can replicate? Be you, baby. Everybody else is taken, okay? God has put you through specific challenges and put you in specific places so that you can learn something that you're supposed to teach to others. And if you're trying to teach the 5 ways to level up your ass when you've got a BBL, that's not what your mission is, okay? That's a fraudulent mission. You know it. You know that that's fraud, okay? And if you're coming from that place in your business because you're chasing money, it isn't going to work. It's not going to work. And, money gotten through ill deeds never hangs around. So when you align, your messaging stops sounding generic. Your voice will become magnetic because it's unmistakably yours, okay? You show up with a quiet confidence instead of some performative hustle. And that's the foundation of every premium brand. Let's have a look at the second part of my strategy, and it's architecture. Now, this is where you build offers that scale, offers that reflect your authentic value without requiring you to work more hours. Now, most entrepreneurs create from scarcity, okay? They have had not enough money come in. They have had a lull. There's been a moment. They haven't actually been able to hold the frequency of abundance whilst their reality isn't reflecting that back to them because they haven't done the inner work, okay? So when we do that, we start to build stuff from hustle culture, from grind culture, from let me just make money as fast as I possibly can. And it's never as good as it could be because we're coming from scarcity. Now, premium leaders build from alignment. And this is what I do with my clients is we find what is genuinely aligned with you that feels right. Okay. We want a body reaction for this. And we want to deliver a transformation that you can uniquely deliver that people will happily pay premium prices for because you are creating a transformation and something amazing in their life. Okay. You design signature offers that feel like an extension of who you are. And then it's not like these generic courses or these one-off sessions or you building offers for everybody that comes to work with you through happenstance. You're actually selling something that is genuinely aligned with who you are, with what you've been through. And it's easy because instead of having to research things or find things or feeling that kind of like, I don't know if I can actually do this. You know you can do this because you've lived this. And that's the transformation that you should be selling. Now, when you design your signature offer that feels like this extension, you will also create a business architecture that supports your life instead of stealing it. And the very third part of my strategy is amplify. And this is how you get seen. Okay. It's how you get seen, trusted, and paid on repeat. But only after the first 2 parts are locked in. You can't, there's no point in amplifying to an audience when you haven't got architecture or alignment dropped in. Okay. And if you want to go and look at the beginning of Neurodiversity Fairy, this is what I was doing. I had millions of views on things. I had no architecture in the background. So there was no funnel to put people into. It was just getting shitloads of traction, millions and millions of views, thousands of followers. And then I was left scrambling to try and make something that everybody wanted that wasn't necessarily aligned with me. I ended up creating Neuro Ninja that turned into Make ADHD Your Bitch, which is aligned with me. It's everything that I've lived, which is why I continue to sell it. So, there's masterclasses that I've made, like, how to tell if your child's got ADHD masterclass. I'll pop it up somewhere, probably in the academy, but it's not something that I would want to do all day long every day. Was it something I could teach? Yes, because I was a teacher that worked in SEN. This was something that I did. I helped with, creating the EHCPs and getting people diagnosed and blah, blah, blah. I've also been through the diagnosis route myself. But if you'd asked me what I wanted to do with my life, helping people to get diagnosed with ADHD and creating EHCPs is not what I want to do with my life. I was doing it because that was what my audience wanted, rather than because it's what I wanted to do. Okay. And yes, we have to align with our audiences. Absolutely. I mean, you can just sell some weird abstract shit that you're into, because you will find your audience if you do that. But like, if you're selling something nobody wants, that's a marketing problem. That's an audience problem. I don't know. I'm gonna waver on that one, because I think there's always somebody that's out there who's weird like you that would buy your thing. So, but you want to be aligned with it, is the bottom of the message. Okay. So amplification without alignment is just lots of loud noise. Okay. And as I said, 2.1 million views on one of my videos, and it's just noise. I'm still getting thousands and thousands of views on this every day. It's not making me any money. It might draw people into my audience or whatever, but directly, is it making me money? Is it directly something that I can track that thing is making me money? No, because there was no architecture behind it. Okay. Amplification after alignment becomes effortless visibility. Your content flows because it's authentic, and it's an expression of your identity and the offers that you have. Okay. You stop chasing the algorithm and you start attracting dream clients who feel like they know and trust you. Your brand becomes a beacon, not a billboard. I signed a client the other day, and she said that she felt relieved when she signed with me. That is how you want your clients to feel. She also said that I was very congruent. She said that, what I was doing was, the way that I came across online, the way that I came across in the one-to-one, the way that I am is congruent. And that's because there's only one version of Laura. There's Laura teaching different things, but there is only one version of Laura. And that is the level of authenticity I want you to get into, because when you're not being authentic and you're wearing a mask, you are watching every single word that you say, everything that you do, and it's exhausting. Just be you. And if people don't like that version of you, then that's okay. They're not your people, but you will find the right people for you by being yourself. I draw in weird women who are spiritual, who have ADHD, who have shrunk, and they want to become their big loud selves. And that's the people that I draw in, because they see something in me now that they wish that they were. And if you're not living authentically, then you can't find your right people. You're wearing a mask, and then you attract certain people in who want that mask. And because you've done that, you then have to keep showing up with the mask. Otherwise you lose your clients. And that's shit. That's a shit place to be in. So here's what I can't give you in a free YouTube video. It's the exact identity shift, the custom offer architecture, the personalized amplification system that I build with each client one-to-one. It's deep, it's personal work, it's very intimate. We'll go into your unique story, your blind spots, your genius, and we'll turn it into a premium brand that generates consistent income for you whilst letting you stay within your full authenticity. Now, I've only got a few spots at a time, because this level of transformation is personal and powerful. But if you're done feeling scattered, you're done hustling, and you're ready to rebrand yourself as the premium leader that you truly are, then comment AAA down below, and I'll send you the link to apply for my private one-to-one coaching. Spots are limited, and only comment if you're actually ready to stop performing and start leading from authenticity, because I don't need more work talking to the wrong people. Okay. So remember that your brand is much bigger than your logo. It's much bigger than you think it is. And it comes from true authenticity, true alignment, and true amplification of who you really, really are. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Leave any questions that you've got below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I love you very much. Good luck with your business. I'll see you soon.